It's love, honey. Excerpt. I very well know you are not in mood today and you feel exhausted like a log of wood. You have big headache and the deliverables on your head. Shirish asked SHWETA. Tell me one thing, honey, do you think enjoying in bed is the ultimate goal of marriage? SHWETA winked. We can do it other than bed also? Oh no, lady. What I mean is... She interrupted him. I very well know you are not in mood today and you feel exhausted like a log of wood. You have big headache, and the deliverables on your head. You have a big presentation tomorrow morning. Your boss misbehaved with you? Anything else, honey? She was furious. Shirish could not control laughter, and somewhere in him little anger also peeped in. He knew he has to be silent, else he will be flown away in the tsunami of her current mood. I mean, what I am saying is not for today. It is a general discussion. Yup, every such discussion starts with general discussion only. Just let me know how many times we had this function after you came from on-site. She stressed the word function, I think some 4 to 6 times in 1 quarter, I mean in 3 months. Shirish, being workaholic, he was used to SLA. Quarter, deliverables. Lost in the jungle of corporate world. Oh, you know how to count? Good. So this means an average of 166, taking 5 as middle value? Right, Mr. Consultant? He calculated. She was right, and felt foolish to do so, but she was wrong too? We cannot calculate the pleasure thing like that. You cannot calculate the pleasure thing like that. He tried to convince her, and futile. Oh, it is? Thing? For you now, and why not calculate it? If it is so less frequent, like an Amavasya or Purnima. She ironed her tshirt with her hand to tempt him and looked at him to see his emotions, commotions which could have evoked looking at her belly and curvatures at the top. He failed to observe her move, which further irritated her. Some things mean a lot when noticed silently. Love-making should be a generous and most joyful act for couple, and for you it is an average, calculated thing. Do it first Monday of every month and then come back on next month. Just like salary. Monthly, it is ritual for you. A compulsory or periodic monthly ritual. He started feeling she may be right. She was right, of course, but his ego stopped the idea of accepting her talk. He is bread earner of the family. SHWETA used to work earlier, which she stopped after marriage just to enjoy the married bliss. He has to defend, he thought, and justified. There are a lot of responsibilities in the job, as you are aware. I need to attend them. You are aware that just 8 months ago I got promoted and the work increased accordingly and all that? He threw his hands to express the vastness of his job. Wide, very wide. I think your company does not prohibit spending intimate time with family, especially with wife? SHWETA was now trying to remove her t-shirt and get ready to wear the night dress. She felt anyway today. Target is long tasteless sleep after all. Shirish was now slowly accepting her viewpoint. Yes, he earns for family, but if he is not able to spend time with family, why he earns then? But manly ego? Man? It never goes so easily, you know. Agreed, but the same company who feed me wants me to work more than my capacity to pay me nicely every month, and right. He was tapping his right forefinger on his palm just to stress his point. Then better wind up your job. SHWETA curled her hairs, which now formed a beautiful small black forest at her back of head. She added, "Do you know why I left my job?" She had a high-paying job like Shirish. I insisted. He tried to smile at her. Whoa? Credit goes to you then. Listen carefully why I left my job. I wanted to explore my life. I have done it since my childhood, and even when we met as lovers, I wanted always to embrace life as it comes and enjoy each bit of it. Every moment. She paused. I felt my job was a hindrance to my free feelings, and then there was no requirement of me doing any job as your life partner. So it was again a blessing for me. Now I am feeling I should be going for a job again. Shirish felt a jolt. He always preferred a housewife wherein he burdens the family finance and his wife burdened the other responsibilities, and the chariot of life will flow. Now it was not like that. Her thoughts were disturbing the balance. SWET? I want to talk to you on this. He tried to reach her at shoulder. She just slipped his hand and moved away a little. SWET? I agree, it is tough on my part, me being completely immersed in my job without thinking much about you and your needs. She interrupted by signing her finger on the lips. These are not needs, Shirish. These are essentials of a relation. Time is most required thing between couples, and you are trying to distribute it as Chena of that ugly park in bits and pieces. Shirish felt there is 100% chance of flood from her eyes as her voice started trembling. SWET? I do agree, I am more into work than anything. Gives me some time to cope up. He again tried nearing her. Shiri, I loved you for your simplicity and the affection you showered and the care and warmth you extended. She was lightly sobbing. I forgot to observe your ultra-obedience. Obedience to job. You are a workaholic, Shiri. SHWETA was laughing inside, looking at the plight of Shirish. but her mind was not ready to pardon him yet. She knew him and she knew he was most loving, but sometimes love needs to be exhibited, which he was missing, and he is to be punished for that. For Shirish, things were going wrong direction. All was not well. Shirish found himself incapable of handling the situation. There was a knock on the door. It was almost 11 p.m. Renu, the Assamese neighbor, was at the doorstep. She came to remind Shirish, as he promised to accompany her to airport to pick her husband in the morning 4 a.m. She went, thanking him profusely. "You have lot of time to do all these," he could hear her when he came back to bedroom. "Hey SWET, for you I am doing it. You told me to help her, right?" "Yes, but not at my cost." She had removed her t-shirt and was searching for nightgown when Shirish looked at her back. The thin straps on her back seemed to be mocking at him. "You cannot touch us." She just turned casually towards him without realizing his current excitement and enthusiasm. He was looking with fresh eyes, the beauty blooming in her. He looked at her assets as if for the first time. After a year of married life, he could not control himself. "SWET, you are going to die tonight." He pounced at her and she took notice of his vigor and vitality and a sudden surge of coupling. SWET forgot why she was angry and on whom. She told with low voice, "I am ready to die for you. Always, honey." They did not sleep till 4 a.m. that night. Thank you for watching.